Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day today, then you must not be part of the channel because I think everything was going up quite dramatically today, which is good. Which is good. I mean, everybody likes green in the portfolio. I'm going to do our daily technical analysis update here for gold and silver. I'm going to go over what I normally do, which is basically dollar rates, precious metals, and then some of the companies in that format. If you guys want to help the channel out, please share this video. Please share some of my videos to your friends. Post it on Twitter, please. That's what you can help help the channel. I'm going to try to keep this free. All of the content that I have here. There may be things that I can do. It's going to cost money though, and I may have to charge for it. To set up a web page where people can access all this information. Since it's going to cost me money to do all this and a lot of time, I would have to charge for that. And if that seems like something that's interesting for you guys, put it in the comment section. The value that you would get there is that you can view all of these things on that page. I can give you strategies. I can give you when I'm buying, what I'm buying, how much I'm buying. I can basically reveal all that, and maybe that can drastically increase your returns. If that's something that's interesting, put it in the comment section below. Let me know if that's something interesting to you guys. So today, looking at it, we have a weaker dollar, down 0.34, and a weaker 10-year yield. That combination is very good for gold and silver and precious metals. They love this. They splurge over it. This is when they melt going up. So we've got a this looks good to head lower here for the dollar. It's a bearish engulfing, another bearish engulfing. This looks like it's rolling over, and this move higher could be rolling over for lower dollar territory. The 10-year yield went down today a little bit. I expected that. We had wicks at the top here. I said it's probably going to roll over a little bit and maybe do a back test retest. So that is a possibility here in the short term. And I'm just going to show one chart here. This is the overall commodity index. This almost looks like a middle finger being pointed to Powell and Federal Reserve as this thing just rockets higher for commodities. But gold looks like it's breaking out here. Nice, strong opening and closing here with the momentum going to the upside. If these conditions in the dollar and the 10-year remain, this is going to be a fun ride in gold, silver, and platinum to go higher. Silver also moving on up quite dramatically, 32 cents. Nice, good, strong day. And platinum, this guy's launching higher. So we had this little squeeze up. We popped down, and I said it's a small little pattern. It may not mean much, and now we could be moving up from it. So this was a good buying opportunity in this range down here. It is still good right now. If you still want to get into physical platinum or whatever, I would be doing it now, and I think we could see much higher prices. And backing out, this is a back test right here and a potential bottom that we could be putting in if these market conditions remain the same. I'm just going to go back to gold real quick and show you guys we are breaking to the upside of this pattern here. This could be the beginning of a big move. It could be. I'm not going to count, I'm not going to say that we're just going to launch and it's going to be an easy ride, but, we could be moving a lot higher here. The XAU to gold ratio, we came up a little bit. So that's firming up, meaning that the mining companies are outperforming gold and that the conditions, if we can start moving higher in this ratio, it means that the mining companies will outperform the physical metals themselves. So when looking at some of these companies, we had nice, good, strong buying pressure day. It ended very strong. Bullish engulfing pattern on Karora Resources. It's probably going to head higher. Looks really good. EXK throwing a massive 9%, almost 9% up day to day. Like I said yesterday, I'd be a buyer down here. And we've got nice, good support. Let's hope this momentum can continue. SILJ, again, nice, good momentum. Let's hope it can continue. It really finished strong today. Same with GDX, finishing strong, bouncing off support. I would have been a buyer down here, and we're heading higher. We are in these patterns, and we do have to put in some work to break out of them. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little bit of time coming up through here, but things are turning around. Looks pretty good. MMNGF still hanging on its support line. That might be one to look at if you want a small silver exploration company. Again, higher risk, less allocation in my opinion. Koya Resources. This one's looking really good. If you guys want to try to pick a bottom here, this is where I would be picking my bottom. I would be loading in and leaning into this here. And the reason I say that is we've got this downtrend. So we've got the downtrend coming down, and you want to lean in when it goes flat. And what it's doing, and I wish it was just, I mean, it is to some extent, kind of coiling up here a little bit, contracting up. And we've got a bullish engulfing here. So hopefully we can break here. And if we break to the upside, this downtrend line that we've got, if we can break this downtrend line to the upside, it's a really low risk spot to be maybe adding a little bit in. Again, guys, this is a small silver company. This isn't one that I'm talking about leaning a 5% position. I would be leaning a 0.5% position, something very small, not a ton of money. These can be quite volatile. They can sometimes not work out, and that's where I don't lean a huge amount into some of them. Discovery Silver up 3.3. It looks like we're finding support at this trend line. I buy on these support lines. So it's finding support. I would be buying it. I would have bought today. I didn't have any money to buy this. But this is one that I would be heavily looking into. It's a silver exploration developer play. They've got a lot of ounces. It's a high cost producer. It's a low grade company that's got a whole bunch of ounces in the ground, like 1 billion plus ounces. But it's at very low grade. So when the silver price if it were to go to heights that we think it could go to, this one's going to have a lot of leverage to that move. Great on the upside, stinks on the downside when silver pulls back. But I would be a buyer here if it were me. AG is another one I like a lot on a long-term perspective. Big solid buying pressure today and a big old pattern that will eventually break. And we could be a year or two from the break. So I'm not saying that this is going to be immediate, but it could take some time for it to break if you're patient. Newmont going up a little bit. Not too bad of a day today. Mag Silver looks like it's finding some buying pressure, finding some support where it's at. So that one looks better. Yamana Gold, good buying pressure here. I like buying in these descending wedge patterns. This is a massive descending wedge pattern. We'll probably get a very good break if gold can continue its run higher. Impact Silver looking like it's finding support right where it's at. This would be one that, it's a small company. It is a producer. It would be one that you could sprinkle in a little bit if you like it. Aftermath Silver, still trying to find some footing down here. Arcana Silver, this one's had some problems. It's pulled on back. Some people think that this is a buy. I'm indifferent on it, but I've been following it since some people wanted me to follow it. I don't see a clear path where this thing's just going to rack it higher. We had a good silver up day today, but it was only up 0.83%. I don't know. We'll see. PLG, this was in the corner here. I added in, and I think I like quadrupled the position. So I added a really good amount here. We're heading up higher today, 6.3%. If we get a good break here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride it as high as we can for these waves and put it into a free ride, probably, is what my kind of decision is. And it's right at support. It's really low in a descending wedge pattern. So from a technical analysis standpoint, this has all of the traits that I would use to buy, and platinum looks good, and gold and silver's firming up. So I made a good size position increase here at $1.50 something, I think. I can't remember the exact price, but it was $1.50 something. Looking at the royalty companies, Sand moving on higher. I did beef up the position. I think it was down here. Franco-Nevada is one that I do own. It's a good buy down here, in my opinion. EMX Royalty is another one that I think's decent here. This is good. You're starting to see more buying pressure than selling pressure in it. This hump, so hopefully it can turn around here. Teuton Resources struggling a little bit today, down 1%. Wheaton Precious Metals is another one that I overweighted. It's got to work its way higher. This isn't a big pattern on top. It's a big pattern sitting on top of a big pattern. So here's the big, huge pattern. It broke that pattern. It's doing a retest, and it's making another pattern to break. So eventually, this thing's gonna moonshot, in my opinion. Gold Royalty Corporation. Looking at this guy here, we're coming on down. I'd like to see it move on up. We've got Metallo Royalty here. Nice, good move up today. It's right at the bottom, kind of in this corner here. We're probably going to see it break to the upside if gold moves higher. Mavericks Metals, again, we're kind of right, trying to find some support on the right-hand side here. Royal Gold, just been, we're squeezing up here in this corner. Squeeze it on up before a pop higher. And then Cisco Gold Royalties, nice, strong update today. We are in this big old pattern that is coming up into the right-hand side, and eventually I think we'll break to the upside. So let's hope that the momentum can continue for the precious metals. If that's the case, if we get weaker dollar, remember that's highly tied to the dollar. If we get a weaker dollar, I think we're going to move higher. If on top of it we get lower yields, which means that we get a greater real negative yield on top of a lower dollar, then we got jet fuel behind us. So that will start to keep moving forward and changing people's their thoughts about gold and silver, and changing the conditions into a more favorable condition. So that's what my thoughts are on the sector. Let me know if you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.